February 14th, which means it's Valentine's Day.
I love it.
Not Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, do you ladies have any plans for tonight?
I always go out with a group of friends, and if we all get lucky, we get lucky. So that's what we do.
I like that. Tonight I'm hosting, my family is coming over, so we're having a family time day because famine time sounded weird, like we were hungry, so it's family time day.
I love that.
So we're about to get potlucky. Hey!
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
You guys are
I'm
gonna
doing the
have
same
alcohol
thing.
too?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Of course.
My family it turns up, so get ready for the IG stories, everybody.
Okay,
Yes.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Adam always likes to surprise me. I know, but I love that.
Wait,
I know.
What does he tell you? Like nothing?
He just says, whatever you do, just keep the day open. I know, it's so sweet. And at one point, I tried to outdo Adam because he's so good. Now I just quit. I just let him do it. He wants to be in charge of it.
Okay,
so
if you had to
have at
guess
it.
what you think you're doing tonight, just do a guess, and then you can tell us if we got it right.
Well, we both love to eat
Okay.
and drink, obviously. So I know he's gonna take me out for dinner, and I already know what we're gonna do after dinner.
I love it! Yes! I'm so excited! All right, well, I think it's time.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm actually, same thing as Jeannie. My whole family's in town from New York. My sister, the babies, her husband, my mom, everybody's here.
And
so
then y'all go,
not together.
yeah, but just you and Iz.
Absolutely, yes. Baby making time. Okay. I
Making
think
time.
it's time that we actually get into some live Valentine's Day girl chat. Do you agree? I have good friends here. They tell me when I have lipstick
I know,
on.
I
A and I's lipsticks are all
On
over
here.
our
Ooh, it's
teeth and
right
our
there,
face.
there, yeah.
girl, get it.
Are we good?
Get it. Let me see.
Take your finger.
Almost.
No,
It's-
no.
yeah,
It's gonna
help me.
happen.
I'm gonna- wait,
Okay. Now, to everyone
Now
watching
lick
today,
right there.
okay,
Thanks.
There we go.
make sure that you head on over to the Reels Daytime Instagram page and use the hashtag GirlChatLive to join in on the conversation, because you know I'm going to be here checking out what you guys think about the topics that we're talking about.
Yes.
And we also want to know who your Valentine is.
Yeah,
Give
let
a
us
shout out.
know.
So
You know,
sweet.
because I am sure people will be taking their boo to see Marvel's Black Panther movie this weekend. Yes. The movie is already trending to be a box office smash, and one man is making headlines for how he thinks the studio should spend that money. Chaz Gromley created a petition on change.org asking people to boycott the film unless Walt Disney Company agrees to invest 25% of the film's worldwide profit into Black communities. The petition, which has over 6,000 signatures, claims that the film will be making money due to it being aggressively marketed to African Americans during Black History Month. So, ladies, the movie opens tomorrow night.
Can't wait.
Do you think
I just wanna
people
see it.
should stay home if the company, Walt Disney, doesn't pay up?
Okay, audience. I'm really happy to hear this response.
Me too.
Let me remind
think it's
people that Black Panther was not made for Black people. It was made
Yeah.
for comic book fans, all right?
Yes.
Stan Lee
Stop seeing just color.
created Black Panther. Stan Lee, he created it along with a man named John Kirby, or James Kirby, in 1966, and it was it was an introduction to the Fantastic Four. So you have to remember that, and I say that because the fact is when Stan created it, he created it to be inclusive.
Yeah.
Not to, necessarily make a profit. And that was 1966. If you think about all of the comic book super and Marvel heroes now, it's about time to have a Black Panther movie.
And
So-
finally, it
Yes.
took a really long time.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that we need to celebrate that fact. And another thing is, the last thing we need to do is boycott this movie, because the studio heads and the studio needs to know that if you put a Black superhero film out, people are gonna go see it so that they can make more.
And you have a Black director, Ryan Coogler.
Yes.
You also have my girl, Ruth E. Carter, who is the head of costume over at Black Panther.
Yes.
She's doing such a phenomenal job.
Love it.
And a majority of a Black cast. So I think, and then it's like, he made this petition a week before the movie about to open.
Okay.
Dude, you late.
We already bought a ticket.
You have to be very careful
I
with
hear
the boycott.
everything you guys are
because-
saying, and I 100% agree. I mean, people have fought so hard for representation in films like this so the children can be able to see people that look like themselves in awesome movies like this.
Right.
And that definitely should be celebrated. So I don't think that we should boycott, but I do think that Walt Disney should listen to what this man is saying, and it's not a bad idea. If he did both, that'd be amazing.
Well, wait a
Give
minute.
some money back to the community.
Wait a minute.
And let's support
There's
the
a
film.
difference between a boycott and a pledge. When you boycott something, you are stopping the process of progression.
Yeah.
When you don't support this film, you are taking away all the amazing acts and talents that are from minority people. So when this movie doesn't make money, you won't see future movies.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna make money because it already done sold 165 million.
But I'm saying if you boycott it,
But if it didn't, it would show studio heads. It would make people that make films that put these movies in the box office think
When I was growing up,
this isn't what you want
Well,
to
what
see.
I want to say about Disney is that they do a lot
Yes, they
already.
do.
And as a matter of fact, Tam and I are part of the Disney Dreamers Academy,
Yeah.
which helps high school students. And also,
so much
if you
fun.
go to the Disney website, in 2016, they invested over $400 million in nonprofits and PSAs. So my thing is this.
They are doing something for the community.
If they are doing something for the community, I would like for him to go to the website, write Disney, and say, you know, what can I do to make some of those funds available
Well,
to
and
the
also,
effect?
there is-
Exactly.
I will have to say, there also is this misconception that to change your community, you always have to ask someone else. You can start with yourself.
Yes.
You can actually start your own fundraiser. And there are also, money is always great, but there's also different ways. You can donate your time to Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America. You can start there. I'm sure there's lots of schools who would love some volunteers, churches. So always remember
And y'all
that.
act like this the first black superhero. What about Blank Man and Media Man?
But it's been a long time.
And Blade.
It's been a long time.
Yes.
Blade.
It's been too long.
I hate you.
That Blade.
What was it? It was Blade Runner?
Blank Man wasn't, I mean, it wasn't a hit, but the point is, we have had black superheroes. Don't act
But
like.
it's been too long, and it's great that this guy's doing amazing.
Yes.
We asked if you thought the people should boycott, and here's what you had to say. At Krista Barnes 91 said, definitely not. I understand the financial need in the community, but we need this movie to pull through to give black and brown people opportunities we otherwise wouldn't have.
All other minorities.
And you know I'm gonna clown because, you know, some of y'all didn't even know about Black Panther. Y'all knew about Pink Panther, but didn't know about Black Panther.
can.
Don't try to act like you on that train. Enjoy the movie. Go just see the movie and enjoy it, y'all. Please, it's a movie.
That's pretty much what all of you are saying.
So from petitions to pregnancy, yes, I'm taking you there. Our girl Chrissy Teigen is currently expecting her second child with husband John Legend. So happy for them. And the couple recently revealed her 1-year-old daughter Luna will be getting a baby brother. So cute. Chrissy's certainly excited. She can't say the same for her daughter. Chrissy tweeted, quote, "I'm scared Luna is gonna hate her baby brother because I have a really hard time welcoming new Bravo cast members."
Dang.
Keeping it real, man.
It's
Do you
hilarious.
ladies, do you agree, though, that it's harder on an older child when a new baby joins the family?
Yes.
Was it for Aiden?
Yeah, that's the mother down there.
Like how?
If I'm honest, Aiden didn't like Araya at all. It scared me at first. So Adam, it was a sidearm pitcher, and that's how I knew that Aiden had his dad's gift, because I'm telling you, my son had that sleep sheep in his hand, which is kind of like a little stuffed animal toy that plays noises for kids to sleep better. Oh my gosh, you guys. He had that thing in his hand, and out of sight of my eye, I saw this thing like just fly past across the room, and he clocked Araya straight in the head. Thank God that it was a stuffed animal. You know, Araya started crying.
Of course.
But they love each other now, as you can see. And for me, yes, it's so beautiful. I think they love each other more than they love me sometimes. But what I did was I just got Aiden involved in helping me taking care of Araya. So when I nursed, I would have Aiden sit, you know, right by me. And then also I would ask him to help me, you know, get diapers when I wanted to change Araya. And like I said, they're best friends now. But it's a part of life. It's normal.
It is.
Even if they go through a hard time, at some point they transition.
My gosh, they fight all the time.
Yeah. My sister, I have 2 nieces, and my older niece is Jet, who is now, oh my gosh, she's 5.
Yes.
She'll be 6 soon. But when they're 2 years apart,
So
and this
cute.
is literally
Look at
4
that.
days after they brought Bo home, my little niece, and they got along really well from the beginning because it was the same thing of, you're gonna be a big sister, and
Yeah.
they made it a big deal, and it was like this great thing that was about to happen to her. So I think it's also the setup that you make the child feel really excited about what's coming. My older kids are super excited for me to have kids.
Yes.
Literally,
So
Lily is
related.
like, go get pregnant right now. Like, they're like, go, we want you to have a baby.
Get it on! Out!
Yeah, she'll literally ask me, she's like, I want you to have a baby. They want a baby. So, so I think, especially with like a big age gap, it's even more excitement because they'll be a part of everything.
That's so true, because I think one of the biggest dangerous emotions that we can develop as adults is jealousy, right?
yeah.
And it can start in the household. I remember when I was growing up, because I'm 7 years older than my 2 brothers, and yo, that 7 years was a vacation with my family. Like, right, as my older people out there, my older
It was
siblings.
just you guys.
Yo, it was just us. We went on vacations. They spent more money on me. We went to Sizzler. After my, yes, it was nice. You want garlic bread? Gong here, have more. Always. But then when my brothers were born, I started to notice the finances changing. We did Happy Meals, which was still good. I started to see all my clothes had to be saved for them. Yes, my brothers had to wear some female clothing while those years happened. It happened, you know? But I remember the way I felt hostile towards them, because I was like, why can't it be like it was before? It made my brothers notice that, why doesn't sister love us as much as the parents did? So I had to, at a young age, check myself. I remember checking myself, like, jealousy doesn't seed and spew any more love that you need for yourself. It actually just completely stanks up your heart and makes you shade other women when you grow up. So I built a really good vault of not comparing myself to other people today.
That's great.
And I swear, that, like, takes the age off your face.
Yeah, if you're jealous of your sibling, like, if there's jealousy among siblings.
Well, I think
toxic.
being an auntie, what I try to do, especially with all of my friends and their children, or my sister.
How do you
and her
spread
child,
the love, Lonnie
you
love?
You have to remember the oldest child. You can't, because when it's the new baby, everybody wants to go to the new baby. And, you know, that's the thing that I always tell Tamara. When I go into Tamara's house to have dinner and wine, which I usually do on Mondays and Tuesdays now, the first person I go to is Aiden, because it's real easy for me to want to go to Araya, but
She's younger.
Yeah, and I have to remember that it's important to remember him first because he's the older child.
Yes.
So I would suggest that whenever you have that, you know, to prevent that jealousy, spend some time
Equal
with,
time.
and make sure that it's equal and it's not that you're just fanning over the cute little one, because you know that's not right. And then I think that cuts out, you know, a lot of the jealousy and stuff. So.
Very well said,
Spread the
Lonnie.
love.
Very true. Well, from siblings to spouses, columnist Bob Brody got a very surprising Valentine's Day gift from his wife, a marriage performance review. On the plus side, Bob did demonstrate 11% more understanding and empathy towards his wife than last year. However, Bob still needs to work on being more emotionally available, not buying luxury gifts as a way to get out of the doghouse, and needs to stop taking money. I'm exhausted. Stop taking money out of their savings to bet on basketball games. So, so ladies, do you think marriages could actually benefit from yearly performance reviews? Really?
See, those are the wives. You guys are wives, all saying yes?
I say yes.
See, I do too. I think it's important to be
Written down like
communicative.
that?
I wouldn't write it down like that.
Yeah.
Israel and I do monthly check-ins. We've obviously only been married for 15 months, but we do monthly check-ins.
That's a long time.
No.
No, it's
They're in
still so
honeymoon.
new. Okay.
That's a lease.
So we get in the bathtub. We make like a monthly appointment. We take these long
Wait, you
bathtubs
said you beat
together.
the bathtub.
Yeah, we have a big bathtub.
That
so
ain't
we'll-
a serious. That's y'all
No,
gonna be.
it is, because I think it's
I
also
think it
important to create an environment that doesn't feel hostile and that it's actually romantic, where it's like, obviously, just as much as you might give some critique, you also are giving some great compliments of,
But
man,
to
baby,
me,
I love
you
the way
gonna
you love
automatically
me.
say yes if you in the bathtub. Yes, whatever you want, baby.
no.
Yes.
And
But
that's how it should be.
Yeah.
It's a nice environment. I actually am in an environment where I want to hear his heart, not just
But the
his
thing
words.
is you guys are having, it sounds like you guys are having a conversation. You're
Yes.
not pulling out a list. And the thing about
right.
this that I don't like, she never says anything positive up front. It's always
He was
the things.
11% more.
11%?
But see,
Oh my God.
That's where
What's that?
but the mistake in that is you guys have a reward. The reward happening while you're
The
giving
reward
the review.
is
Right?
Yes.
I think reviews are important, but you gotta reward. Just like in school back in the days, like if you did all your homework or you were never late, you got some type of reward. Like maybe he could get rewarded for the 11%. Maybe he could be on the bottom for the rest of the month. Hey, just
But
kick
I
back.
think what Tam is saying is to have an actually
saying
written
yes.
down
It's like-
contract is like that.
It feels
And you have, it just
It's
feels
unromantic.
like
Romantic.
I'm a restaurant or a movie or something.
Or a job.
I don't need you to review me. Just communicate with me, and then I'll be fine. Have an open conversation.
But it is
So
very
feels
much
more
still.
loving.
It is still very much. Things are not always going to be easy, and I think it's so important that once you recognize that and you realize, okay, everything I do is not going to be amazing. Everything I do is not going to be right. My husband is sometimes not going to love certain things about my character, or something that I do. But I should have an open heart to that and hear his heart when he's talking
But
to me.
do you change for that?
Yes, and I think that if there are things
You
that you
saying
can...
change if that's not what you want to do?
I don't get why you wouldn't want to improve who you are.
You want to
If the
and
person
love,
is
yeah.
telling you,
What if you
I don't
don't
like
think
your
it's an
face,
improvement?
then that's different. If somebody's saying, babe, I noticed that we're late a lot of the time, like if you just take the extra 30 minutes to get ready and then we can actually stay on schedule, I think that's
So
something
it
we could
depends.
work on. And then in my heart, I'm never gonna say, that's rude or whatever. I'm like, I want to be better. I want to make my marriage work. I love this man. There's nothing I wouldn't want to try to do better.
So I will tell you this. This is what
Like
Adam
not
and I
have
do.
lipstick on my teeth.
This is what we do that is really...
On the other-
what?
it's a lot,
Huh?
it's a lot.
Oh,
There we
okay. Yes, get it, girl. Get
I'm
it.
trying.
Get
Go
it.
You need
ahead.
a Kleenex.
See, I'm
See her
trying
hair.
to improve.
Yeah.
Well,